Now is really not the time to risk it all. So we need to bite this bullet, dial back on social activities, and then use this time, push through the vaccination efforts.
Please stay home, minimize your movement and social interactions as much as you can.
In a major setback in the battle against Covid-19, Singapore will be returning to Phase 2 heightened alert with a further tightening of measures for a month from July 22nd to August 18th. Good afternoon, I'm Dylan Ang, live in the Straits Times newsroom. That's right, Singapore is going back to Phase 2 heightened alert after a significant increase in infections from the KTV and Jurong fishery port clusters, which continue to grow in size. In a press conference this afternoon by the Covid-19 task force, Finance Minister Lawrence Wong said that the return to Phase 2 heightened alert will leave many frustrated and disappointed.
This has been a very difficult decision to make because, as you heard from Minister Ong just now, we are so close to reaching our vaccination status. And so we deliberated over this extensively, asking ourselves whether or not it was really necessary. But based on the assessment of the way the cases have developed, the many clusters that we are seeing, and how it's likely to have transmitted into the community, we've decided that we have to put in place something to slow down the transmission. And so we do have to hunker down one more time to make sure that we get more people vaccinated and protected against the virus. So let's continue to work together, get past this bump as we have done before previously, push ahead with our vaccination program, and we will eventually get back on track with our reopening plans.
As part of Phase 2 heightened alert, all indoor mask-off activities will cease, work from home will remain default, and group sizes for social gatherings will be once again reduced to a maximum of 2 persons from the current 5 persons. A cap of 2 distinct visitors per household per day will also be enforced. To further reduce the risks of community transmission, all dining in will also cease, with all F&B establishments, including hawker centres and food courts, now only able to offer takeaway and delivery options. The task force acknowledged that this will come as a major blow to the F&B industry, but promised that the government will provide further assistance.
I fully understand that many affected businesses will feel deeply disappointed by this turn of events. Many would have been looking forward earlier on to the reopening. They would have made preparations, would have started putting in place systems to differentiate their customers based on vaccination status, and I'm sure would be very disappointed to know that they now have to close and cannot allow for customers to dine in, especially for our F&B operators. I hope you understand the reasons why we have to do this, and I assure you that the government will provide a support package to all affected businesses and workers. We will take reference from what we had done earlier in Phase 2 heightened alert, but we are still working out the details, and MOF will announce this additional support package over the coming days.
To minimize the likelihood of large clusters, events like wedding receptions and worship services will have to be scaled down with smaller groups allowed to gather. You can find out more about the changes on straitstimes.com. Meanwhile, Health Minister Ong Ye Kung said transmission linked to the Jurong fishery port cluster has spread to 28 wet market and food centres. And so, if you're entering any market or hawker centre island-wide, you must check in with the Trace Together app or token. Also, according to Minister Ong, 50% of the Singapore population has been fully vaccinated. But there remains a significant group of more than 100,000 seniors over 70 years old who are not vaccinated.
You know, we are so close, weeks away, to a stage where we have 2/3 or more of our population fully vaccinated around National Day, and then being able to much more decisively transit to a COVID-resilient posture. We are so close, weeks away. And so therefore, now is really not the time to risk it all. So we need to bite this bullet, dial back on social activities, and then use this time, push through the vaccination efforts. We're now doing 80,000 a day, almost every day, with 70 to 75% dedicated to second doses, helping many more individuals complete their doses and their regime. And these few weeks, go all out, reach out to the seniors and try to vaccinate them.
You have noticed that National Day will fall while Singapore remains under Phase 2 heightened alert. The task force said the annual parade on August 9th will proceed, but the Ministry of Defence is reviewing the scale as well as safe management measures. Just 3 weeks away, NDP returns to the Marina Bay floating platform this year with fewer participants and spectators who must all be fully vaccinated.
National Day is an important national event. It's a special event. It's not just any other occasion. So as of now, we do intend to continue with the National Day parade, but MINDEF is reviewing the conduct of the parade, the scale of the parade, and all the necessary safe management measures to ensure that any rehearsal or events leading up to the parade itself can be done safely. So that's something that is being done, and MINDEF will provide updates in due course.
For more on today's announcements by the Covid-19 Task Force, you'll find complete coverage and analysis on straitstimes.com, and you can also watch the full press conference on the Straits Times YouTube channel. I'm Dylan Ang. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.